Yeah, numbers are moving. It's working. Hey, Tubi people. Howl and Mad Mud Duck back at you. Tuesday, the 5th of March, 2019. Thought I was going to be late to my early morning Tuesday appointment thingy. Went out, jumped in the truck. Truck went, eh. I looked around, decided to check the weather. 27 degrees out. Well, no wonder the truck went, eh. Truck's frozen solid. So I pulled some gas out of the truck and dumped it in the generator and hooked up a cord and a battery charger to the generator and got the truck to where it would fire, and it fired and it wouldn't run. So spent another 20 minutes waiting for the battery to charge back up. Fired, wouldn't run. Finally got it to where it would run. And I watched the temp gauge come up to normal, but there was no heat coming out the fucking vents. Then I watched the temp gauge go up to halfway, and there was still no heat coming out the vents. So I let it get up to 3/4 of a way, and then I shut it off and went out and I checked the hoses, and they were all cold, and the radiator was cold. And I'm going, you fucker, you're frozen solid. So I let the temperature gauge drop back down to normal operating temp and started it up again and heated it back up to 3/4 of a way and shut it down and let it cool off again. And every time it did this, it melted the ice in the radiator a little bit more. Then finally it was blowing heat. And then all of a sudden I watched the temperature gauge go from 3/4 of a way down to normal operating temperature. It was blowing the proper amount of heat, and I said, good to go. Made it to my fucking appointment, managed to get a parking spot that I wanted. Got my shit done. Get out of there. I did notice about 5 o'clock this morning while I was fucking around with the truck, Tweaky was wandering down the driveway from her dad's place or her brother's place, I don't know which. Like she was waiting for me to come down the driveway, being that time of the morning I usually leave. But I didn't leave that time of the morning, so fuck her. So basically, she's been around, I just haven't seen her, which is good. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, or something like that. But it's warmed up above freezing now. And I gotta remember when it's in the 20s, when it drops down below freezing, to go out and start the truck every once in a while, because she does not like cold weather. Looks like it's gonna be a nice day out. Might get around to puttering around. I gotta plant some flowers. Frozen out. Can't do that yet. Be nice when spring gets here so I can plant some shit. This freezing isn't doing my bulbs any good. I got plants that are trying to come up and it keeps freezing on them. Good hardy plants, oh, they keep kicking. Toking on the last of my $2 joints. A little something to relax me after the drive. Did notice that the accelerator pump on the carburetor is starting to leak, so I gotta yard that carburetor off the fucker. 13 millimeter wrench or socket, 4 nuts. choke cable, regular screwdriver for that, choke cable, and yeah, just two tools. I need to take that carburetor off. Then I gotta take that motherfucker apart. I'm not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that at all. But I do gotta take the fucker off it and fix it because I'm getting like 1 mile to the gallon sort of shit. Maybe 5. And that's done. Take the carburetor off and clean it up, take it apart, figure out why the fuck it's malfunctioning, put it all back together, all adjusted up nice before I put it on. Get out the vacuum gauge, adjust it that once I got it on and running. I'm gonna bench adjust the goddamn floats on it, fill the fucker full of gas and adjust the floats before I put the son of a bitch on it. Might even clean the fuel filter. Surprised that some bitch ain't got dog hair in it. But it's got to warm up a little bit more before that happens because it's going to be cold on my hands when that gasoline leaks all over me like it always does. Oh, I know how to do it. Switch over to the empty tank and let the goddamn thing run dry. Yeah, that's what I'll do.